going with me, and today I'm going to refashion this thrifted shirt into a cute crop top and a matching headband. So let's begin. First, I wanted to make the top cropped, so I folded the bottom up to where I wanted to crop it, and then I added an extra inch to this measurement. It's important to add this extra inch so that you don't accidentally end up with this. Then I cut off the bottom of the top. The fabric of the top has these straight lines in it, so I'm just going to cut the top following those straight lines. And apparently the lines on the top were not so straight after all. I should have checked this first. No matter, I'm just going to even it up a bit here and cool. Okay, it's cropped. Now I'm just going to turn the top inside out, and I'm going to fold the bottom edge up 1 inch and pin it down all the way around the top, just like this. Then I'm going to sew across this using a zigzag stitch like this. And rather than use paper to stop the hem from ruffling, today I'm going to use tissue paper, thanks to a suggestion I got in a YouTube comment. Well, I didn't have any tissue paper, so I'm using toilet paper because, well, it's very similar. So this technique is important to use with stretchy fabrics because it stops the fabric on the hem from getting all ruffled up and looking bad. So I simply placed the toilet paper underneath the bit to be sewn, and I zigzag stitched all the way around the hemline. Then I simply tore off the toilet paper, and then for the small bits of paper that were still stuck in the stitches, all I had to do was to gently scrub them off with a damp cloth. I wanted to add a cute embellishment to my top, so I got this applique from Hong Kong, and I'm going to simply hand sew it onto my top. I'm going to use an embroidery hoop to stretch the fabric taut while I sew it on, so that the applique will sit nicely once I've got my shirt on. I'm sewing the applique to the shirt using a normal needle and thread, and I'm sewing using a simple back stitch, which looks like this. And I'm doing this all the way around the cherry patch to secure it to the top. And that's it for the top. Now remember the bit of fabric that I cut off the bottom of my top? Well, I'm going to use this to make a matching headband. So I simply fold this piece of fabric in half lengthways, and then I'm going to sew down the edge. And because my fabric is stretchy, I'm going to use a small zigzag stitch. So I've basically created this long inside out tube, and then I just need to turn the tube the right way around. Now the tube has 2 raw edges at either end. And to both of the ends, I'm first going to cut them at this slanty angle, and then I'm folding the raw edge inside the tube about 1 inch. And then I'm going to sew over the top using a straight stitch. I wrap the headband around my head, knot it up at the front, and I'm done. And here's the final upcycled product: a cute crop t-shirt with a cherry motif and a matching headband. So that was a pretty simple one for today. If you enjoyed this video, then please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all for my next video. Bye!